Welcome. So today I have this amazing scalping strategy. It works in boom and crash. You are guaranteed of getting 5 candles, 3 to 5 candles. Um, so you'll be able to avoid spikes. And if you are trying to grow a small account, this is the strategy for you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like, share, and comment on this strategy. Please, this will help this video to reach a lot of people out there. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Okay, let me show you some of the trades that I took in Boom 500. So this is a trade that I took in Boom 500. I'll try to fast forward it so that we don't waste a lot of time. So a lot of people ask about the zoom level. So with this strategy, the zoom level is the second zoom level. When you zoom in your chart, the second zoom level. So that was the trade that I took in Boom 500. So this one is a trade that I took in Crash 1000. So you're guaranteed you can use it in Boom and Crash. But it works perfectly in Crash and Boom 1000 because these ones, they take long for spikes to okay. But you can also use it in Boom and Crash 500. But you'll be taking only 3 candles. Then in Crash and Boom 1000, you can take 5 to 7 candles. Let's talk about how this strategy works. So what you have to make sure is that you have to make sure that there is a crossing on the indicators window. In this crossing, it has to take place between level 85 and level 90. This is the place that I'm talking about. So you check first, is there a crossing? And is the crossing taking place between level 85 and level 90? That's the first thing that you need to do. Then the second thing that you need to do is to check first if there is also a crossing on the main chart. And you count your candles. You count your candles from the crossing. Here, you count 5 to 7 candles. 5 to 7 candles. They can be many as like this, but don't be too greedy. You just have to take your 5 candles and you move out of the market. Then let's look for another example. So here we can see that at this point we had a crossing. Here, and also on the main chart we also had a crossing, and you count your 5 to 10 candles and you move out of the market. Then again here we also had a crossing at this point. So you have to make sure that the red line, the blue line, which is our fast moving average, which is our with period 5 on the indicator window, is crossing below. It has to cross below the red line, and this has to take place between level 85 and level 90. At this point, we can see here we had a crossing, and when this crossing took place, also on the main chart we also had a crossing. But at this point, if you check at that point on the main chart, there was a small spike. The spikes that will normally happen during this period, they will be very small, and these are not the kind of spikes that will wipe your account. You can still reach your target profit, your 5 candles, and you move out of the market. So here we can see that we had a crossing, and you are going to take your 5 candles and you're going to move out of the market. Here again, we also have a good example where the crossing took place. You're going to take your 5 candles, 5 to 7 candles, and you're going to move out of the market. Okay, let me go and look for an example in crash 1000, crash 1000, crash 1000, and here we have an example. Let me use this example. This one will work perfectly. You can see here at this point the blue line, which is our fast moving average, was able to cross from below, and this has to take place between level 10 and level 15. This is the correct spot, level 10 and level 15. So when this happened, you're also going to check here on your main chart, then you count your 5 to 10 candles and you move out of the market. That's how simple this strategy is. Here we also have a perfect example. You're going to count your 5 to 7 candles and you move out of the market. Here also we have an example. You're going to count your 5 to 7 candles and you move out of the market. So in boom and crash 1000, it is easy for you to get 5 to 7 candles, because in these markets spikes don't normally happen that often, unlike in boom and crash 500. There are more spikes in those markets, so you need to take at least 3 candles and then you move out of the market. In crash and boom 500, take your 3 and candles, then you move out of the market. It works. You saw a trade that I took in boom 500. This also works perfectly. So I'm not gonna waste time on examples. Okay, let's look at the indicators. Let's look at the indicators. What are the indicators? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear everything that I have here. So probably we might have some people who are starting. So this is where you go if you want to go to the indicators, to add indicators. So for the indicators that we're gonna need, these are the indicators. You click here on that small F icon. Then I'm gonna delete everything that I have here so that I have a blank chart. You can see there's nothing here. Then I'm gonna add the first 2 moving averages. The first moving average, and this moving average is going to have a period of 10, shift 0, method simple, apply to close. Then the style, you can use your style of your choice, but in my case I'm gonna use 4 pixel and I'm gonna use red. I don't know if it's red, but I will call it red. So that's the first moving average on the main chart. Then I'm going to also add another moving average with a period of, so now I'll come again. Okay, so this is what I did. I went again to the F icon, then I click on this small icon, this one. This is the icon that I clicked. This is the icon that I clicked. You click on that, then you go on moving average. This is your moving average. Then you click on that moving average. So we're going to change our period, and we're going to replace 10 with 5. Then we're also going to change the method, and we're going to put exponential. Then we're also going to change apply to close. Then we're also going to change the style. We're going to put this dark blue color. Okay, then once you're done, you now have these parameters. You click done. Okay, so I'm done with the main chart. So I'm gonna add indicators on my indicator window. So I'm going to go again on the small f, then I'll click it. Then now I'm gonna click on the RSI, relative strength index. This is the relative strength index. Then I'll click it. So yours will probably look like this. So the period for the RSI, we're only concerned about the levels. The levels are the most important things that we want. So the period, you can leave it like that. Apply to close, you can just leave it like that. But here where it's written styles, on your styles, that's where you're gonna change. You're gonna put the color white. The color has to be the color of your background. So if you're using a white background, it has to be white. The color has to be white. If you're using black, it has to be black. Then you change that color. Then we go to the most important part, the levels. You click here on where there's this small pen. We need to change and add our levels. We need to change and put our levels. So the levels that we want we'll start with 10, and we also want 15. We also want level 90. We also want level 85. So those are the levels that we're gonna be working with. Then once you're done, so that these levels can clearly show, you can change the style. Then you go back, then you click done. So you can see here on my indicators window, I now have my RSI. So what is important, we only want the levels for the RSI. So on that RSI, we'll go back again on the F. Then now we're going to click this F here that is on the indicators window 1. Then once we click it, we go again on the moving average. We click the moving average. We can start with this moving average. It has a period of 5, shift 0 method, exponential, apply to close. Then the styles, I've decided to use this color, dark blue again. I'm not very good with colors, but I'll call it dark blue. Then you click done. Then you go again to this small f. You go on the indicator window where there's this small f. Then we are also going to add another moving average, but this time the moving average is going to have a period of 10. We need to change where there's that 5. Then we also need to change the method. The method is now going to be simple, and shift is going to be 0. Apply to close. Then the style is going to be red. I don't know, but I'll call this red. This is my red color. Then you're gonna click done. You click done. Then you now have all the indicators. So like what I said, you just have to make sure that the intersection, or where there's this crossover, is taking place where we have level 10 and level 15. And also here, the moving average that are there on the main chart, they are there so that they help you to count your 10 candles, where the 10 candles are taking place. So once you are done, you count your 5 candles. 5 candles after the crossing. Then you move out of the market. So this is the strategy. That's how simple this strategy is. But what is important is also for you to check on the higher time frame. You can check on your higher time frame if there is a downtrend, if there is an uptrend. So in crash, make sure that the trend, there is an uptrend. You'll be able to catch spikes without any fear. If it's in an uptrend, if the market is going up, you'll be able to catch spikes. You'll be not to catch spikes. You'll be able to avoid spikes. If in crash 1000, you're buying in crash 1000 and it's going up, it's in an uptrend. So it will be easy for you to do that. Then in boom, you also need to check if it's in a downtrend. If the market is in a downtrend, then that's where it is very safe for you to avoid spikes and to use this strategy effectively. I'm always saying this. Price action, you can see on my chart, although I'm using these strategies, price action is very, very important. Very, very important. It will guide you to make, it will help you to make the correct decision, and so that you can be more profitable and have a clear picture of what is taking place in the market. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this information will be very helpful, and I hope you stay profitable. May God bless you, protect you, and guide you in your trading journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.